Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be filming my June Q&A. So I recently tweeted and I asked you guys to ask me questions and I got a lot of good ones, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. And sorry if I'm looking down, I have all the questions here on my laptop. So yeah, and oh, this mark, I was just baking cookies for a Finer Things Club meeting that I have today and I kind of burned my face. So let's just ignore that. So yeah, let's just get started. Question 1. This comes from, her name is Helen and she lives in Northern Virginia. She asks, what's one thing about Mississippi that you actually like and will miss if you do move back to Northern Virginia? I like the thunderstorms. I complain about it a lot, but I really do like thunderstorms. It. There's not much I like about this state. Enrique from Pennsylvania asks, what are your top 5 colleges? Well, I know Boston College for sure. That's one of my top 5. Northeastern, that's also in Boston. Villanova, which is in Pennsylvania. NYU, but that's really expensive. So if I could get a scholarship, that would be awesome. Probably it would have to be Georgetown, even though that's a really hard school to get into. Okay, question 3. What do you like most about Abby and Anna? So I'm actually going to hang out with them in like an hour. I'm having like I said earlier, a Finer Things Club meeting. And I guess that I think I've talked about this before. The fact that everyone at my school is either likes things that I like shopping and like fun girly things like that. They're either dumb and they like that stuff, or they're smart and they're just like really boring. And I like that Abby and Anna are like a good balance. 1Q asks, describe Brennan in one word. I guess I would have to say confident. Yeah, that's definitely like, if I had to pick one word, that would be either confident or cocky, depending on how you look at it. What do you want to accomplish for junior year? To be a national merit semifinalist on the PSAT, the PSAT. That's one thing that I really want to accomplish. And also to get straight A's, but that's been my goal like every year. If you had one place to shop at for the next 20 years, what would it be? I would say J.Crew, but that's kind of expensive and they don't carry things like running shorts and stuff like that. I think this might be surprising, but I think I would say Urban Outfitters. I've actually ordered a lot of things off of their website lately. Not a lot of things, but what's your secret talent? I don't know if I really have a secret talent. I guess memorizing things, but that's really boring. But I can memorize like dates and locations, like the capitals of the world. That's what I'm doing right now. I can memorize things like that really quickly. So I guess memorizing things. Morning or night person? I'm definitely a morning person. I get up early regardless of how late I stay up. I like the morning. I naturally get up early. My favorite fruit? That's so hard. Fruit is my favorite thing ever. I've narrowed it down to passion fruit, nectarines, and mangoes. Oh, bananas are good too though. I have to say mango. What do you want to major in when you go to college / what do you want to be? So I've actually been thinking about this a lot lately. I know the second part of the question, what do you want to be? I know I want to do something international. I want to travel a lot. Something with business, maybe? Or I could work for the UN and do something like that. My 2 things are I want to get paid a lot and I want to travel a lot. Most embarrassing moment this year? I don't know, I have a lot of like little embarrassing moments that like they aren't funny, they're just awkward. I can't really think of anything really embarrassing, but on the first day of school, I thought that my classes would be blocks 1, 3, 5, and then 7. And then the next day I would have 2, 4, 6, and 8 because that's how we did it in my old school. But it turns out that my new school does it blocks 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next day 5, 6, 7, 8. But I didn't know that on the first day of school. And I walked in, and the people looked too old to be in what class was it? Spanish 3. They looked too old to be in that class. And it turns out that I was in the macroeconomics classroom. So I just walked out of the room, and that was kind of embarrassing. If you could go back in time, what would you do differently? Okay, this question, I think about this all the time. Like, if only I could go back in time, if only I could change things. Okay, so we'll go chronologically. First would have to be in 6th grade when my friend and I, her name was Stephanie, we were like bullies. I wish I didn't do that. Like, I don't know why I did that. 7th grade, I would completely redo my 7th grade year. Oh my gosh, I was an idiot in 7th grade. I hung out with this girl named Serena, and she was just like a big like ball of negative energy in my life. And I actually I wouldn't have become friends with her if our little sisters weren't friends, but yeah, I would not have her in my life. She introduced me at this party to these 2 girls who I didn't know, and their names were Carly and Lexi, and they ended up being really mean, and I wish I'd never become friends with them at the beginning of 7th grade because we were actually pretty close. And then the winter of that year, I think it was like December, they ditched me, and I was really sad for a couple of months because I had like no friends except for Serena, whom I didn't even like really. So I would definitely start off 7th grade with the friends that I was friends with in 9th grade. Like, I would have hung out with them more. 8th grade, I was also an idiot. Oh yeah, my schedule got messed up, and they accidentally put me in Algebra 1, and they put me in like Math 8 instead of Algebra 1 in 8th grade, and I didn't realize that it was a bad thing. So I wish I would have gone and talked to the people who made my schedule. I wish I would have gone to the counselors and said, no, I want to be in Algebra 1, and instead I just let them put me in that class. And bad decision. I had to take geometry over the summer, and that was not fun. I wish I would have been more outgoing and kind of ventured outside of my friend group. I did have great friends in 9th grade, but I wish I would have been more outgoing. First thing in my on-the-go beauty essentials bag would have to be the Clean and Clear oil absorbing sheets, and I'm sure you all have seen these all over YouTube. They're very popular, and they've been popular for a while. And then I have my Nivea A Kiss of Milk and Honey chapstick, and I really like the Baby Lips Dr. Rescue, but I tend to use that in the winter time when my lips are really dry. This is just a nice thing for summer because it has SPF 15, and I really like it. It smells really nice too. My next beauty essential would be my Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Concealer in the shade Cream, because I do have acne scarring on my face. It's not really that noticeable, or I don't know how noticeable it is, but this is just a good product to help, it's not gonna focus, to help just cover it up when I'm on the go, and it's nice and small, so it fits in my little pack. The Professional Primer. I don't wear foundation, but this really helps keep the concealer in place if I'm putting it under my eyes, or it just helps keep my face more matte, so I really like this. My next item is my They're Real mascara from Benefit, and the label has rub off, but this is what it looks like. This is a really nice mascara, and it's nice and small. I actually got this for free from Sephora for my birthday. Josie Maran Argan Oil. It's just the original 100% pure argan oil, And if my hair is feeling really dry at the ends and I'm getting split ends, or if my face is getting dry, like patchy on my cheeks, I can just rub some of this on and it absorbs really quickly. So I'm really impressed with this product, and it's lasted me a really long time. I have like half left, and I've had this for like a year. So, and I use it like every day. My Maybelline Fit Me powder comes with a handy little sponge. So I don't usually use this if I'm at home, but if I need to bring powder to some event just so I can touch up, I can just take this and I can just mattify my face. Oh, okay, so I just realized I skipped one right before favorite fruit. Thoughts on sex before marriage. So I'm kind of a do whatever you want kind of person. I personally, I don't plan on having sex before marriage. I don't, like, for me personally, that's not the way to go. But if you want to, by all means, go ahead. What is that one thing you can't sleep without? So mine would have to be my ladybug pillow head, and I haven't actually had this very long. I got it at a swim team gift exchange, and I sleep with this every night, so yeah. Next question is country or city gal, and I am city all the way. I do not like the country. I don't like being away from like all of the people and civilization and stores and restaurants. I technically, like, everywhere I've lived has been near a big city. Like when I lived in California, I was in the suburbs of LA, and in Virginia I was in the suburbs of DC, and now I'm in the suburbs of Jackson. My next question is, what is my dream car? So my dream car well, I'm not a big car person. If it has good gas mileage and if it looks nice, then it's fine. But if I had the money to buy my own car right now, I would buy the Kia Soul 2015 in Shadow Black. That sounds like such a boring car that like no one would ever aspire to buy. Like, it's not like anyone's dream car, but I think it's a really nice car. It's really practical, and it sounds so boring. So, my last question for today is qualities I look for in a guy, or just what would I want in a dream guy. So qualities that I look for would be intelligence, of course, that's the number one thing. A good sense of humor, or not necessarily society's view of a good sense of humor, but like my view of a good sense of humor. Like, I would want him to be like sarcastic and punny. Gives good hugs, that's important. Smells nice. I don't like people who smell bad, but that kind of goes without saying. Oh, kind, obviously. I want him to have like goals and a plan for his future. Oh, he cannot like to fish. I don't like fishing at all. Like, all the boys here, they're like, oh yeah, hunting and fishing, country, southern life, yo. And I'm like, no, fishing is so boring and hunting is horrible. Like, killing animals for fun, I don't get it. And fishing, you're just sitting there with your pole in the water for like hours, and you probably catch one fish, and what do you gain from that experience? Oh my gosh. That's all I have to say on the subject. And the last thing would probably be like extroversion. I wouldn't want a boy who's more introverted like I am. I think it's better to have the juxtaposition of introverted and extroverted. I think that would just be better. Okay, so it looks like that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any video requests, leave them down below, and I will make sure to do those. Thanks for watching. Bye!